Showing anything shouldn't be showing. I guess that's it's a good time to check that. Right. Let's launch Eclipse. Right. Okay, Twitch shows I'm live. Well, OBS shows that it's streaming, so... Oh yeah, need to update the titles again. One day I won't forget to update the title of the stream. Adding buttons. Well, I won't be adding buttons now. I will be... Where is it? Hikari. That name is a little bit odd, to say the least. Switching to Hikari. You and hip. Discord library. Hikari. Sounds about right. We call it hikari.py. That would make it a little bit more clear. Saves updated. Need to do the same for YouTube. Yeah, I didn't test if the chat works. Test. Works. Nice. Right. Dashboard, Tube Studio. I think that's where it is. Hey, I got 2 new subscribers. That's cool. Content. Dashboard. Oh, what's content? Live. And this is currently live, and Tales has the wrong title completely. Oh. Twitch. The title. Guess I don't have anything to add to the description. Age restriction, okay. Add. Cards. I would like to add some hashtags or tags. Oh, you can actually add tags. Language. English. Caption certification. I can show this on stream. So these are all the things you can set for the stream, current stream. Title, gaming. No, it's not gaming, it is entertainment, comedy. Yes, it's a little bit of all or some. Science and technology. This is definitely not science. It's kind of technology. Profit and activism. Sure about that. News and politics. Film, audio, pets and animals, sports, travel. Maybe science and technology. Comedy. Yeah. Like struggle. Like tragedy. Settings can be changed once your stream is processed. Sampling. Well, I guess science and technology, like I have nothing better to choose from. Okay, that's done. Yeah, the titles are correct. About the old streams. Your second stream twice? And get the code. Oh, I guess this last stream got split to two. Because it disconnected at one point, yeah. Oh, and it reset the title. So yeah, what happened? I was streaming today in the morning, coding stream 3, adding buttons. Oh, I ended up not adding any buttons. But yeah, the stream got interrupted in the middle of it. So the title got reset to the default one, which is stream number 2. Alright, so don't really need these. Save. Okay, so actually I can add R2. Well, it's irrelevant. I would be really surprised if anyone would watch this. Yeah, there's one view. It again, like this one has 29 views because that's actually an interesting stream. And this one still has... It's still rendering. The editor. Oh no, it actually finished rendering. I don't want to do this on stream, but I want to check if it actually blurred what it was supposed to blur. See. Show the timeline. It happened somewhere around here. Oh no, did I blur it or did I just cut it out? Oh yeah, I think I just cut it out. Or did I? Oh yeah, it blurs it out. Yeah, what happened on stream, I accidentally opened the well, not accidentally, I opened the project on purpose. A sip of tea. So yeah, I accidentally opened the file with some private keys. That was very smart of me. So yeah, now I'm, well, so yeah, basically I wanted to blur that part. And it takes about a day to do that. So yeah, since that's done, I can actually make this video listed again. Because it was hidden. Private. Make it public. button. Yes, okay, so now it's public. So if anyone's interested in the first stream, they would be able to go and watch it. Car changes, what changes? This car changes. Oh yeah, I changed the tire, did I? Oh, I changed its visibility. So those curious minds that sadly, I'm one of those people who actually goes back, and if I find an interesting series, I go back and watch it from episode 1. Well, it doesn't have to be even interesting series, like a series of streams that is ongoing. I tend to go back and watch watch from way back. So yeah, those people have a chance to do that now, in case they want it. Let's see, hikari. That name, it throws me a little bit off, as it's too very similar to Hikaru. And Hikaru is well, one of the best chess players in the world. He's in the top 10, pretty sure, consistently. Well, around top 10, but he is way up there, especially in faster formats like Blitz and so on. Right, so back to the subject of today's stream, which is going to be, that's how it's supposed to be. Away it. Ooh. Fresh hot tea. Right. So what I'm gonna be doing today is this. Hikari. Pip install Hikari. Sure, it should be hikari.py, but oh yeah, they had a decent documentation on their really good, I would say, really good documentation. Their GitHub repository or page, I don't know what to call this. Make it full sized, same size as the stream, or it would make more sense. Right. 5 contributors. I guess if they're dedicated enough, yeah, you can actually maintain a library. For the Hikari, you loop. You get additional performance benefits from using a library called loop. This replaces the default async IO and loop with libue. Internally, you can run pip install loop, then bend your script to be something similar to the following example until did this in your application. We'll see. If I need performance improvements, I might do that. So it doesn't even say to use pi at the end. They don't even need to delete anything, so that's cool. See Hikari. Okay. Errors, I don't like errors. Error, Discord buy has requirement, but you'll have AI or HTTP, which is incompatible. You will have. Actually, let's delete install hikari for now. Then uninstall discord.py. Should I do that? Yeah, let's remove it. Py. So there won't be any conflicts. And if well, eventually I should move all of my bots to Hikari, I imagine. Install Hikari. Well, successfully. Yeah. So what was that library? HTTP something IO. Can't even see it anywhere. Requirement already satisfied. Oh yeah, I guess it updated it before the previous time I installed it. Well, doesn't really matter. Should be fine. The downside now is that my code won't work. It start complaining about the import disk. Well, if I try to run it, it will say configuration encounter upload. Oh, it's wrong project. This one will not work. Or this is menu. So yeah, Discord default module. Discord doesn't have attribute intents. Well, there is no mod. Oh, I guess. What? Okay. Okay. Hikari. Okay. Like it. Yeah, this is. It's gonna stay here. Chat. Right. So now intents. How do I define intents with Hikari? That is kind of important. What's rest only? So gateway bot, bot listen, or for event of type so and so. I guess I need to, well, first of all, need to initialize the bot. So it initializes in a very similar way like the Discord Py. Bot. So yeah, this is the client. Client is not Discord client. Initialized. Token. So Hikari Discord bot instead of Discord client. Hikari. What? Oh, gateway bot. A bot. And it takes token. What kind of parameters does it take? Sure, it takes intents. Okay, now how do I navigate this thing? Guilds. Gateway bot. Bot target gateway bot aware. Takes. Oh, so it have a constructor. Class. Let's see. It's not Blink. Yeah. H has joins run and start. Rest of it runnable. Event factory aware. Manager aware. I need intents. If I was implementing this and I want to put intents, where would I put it? Type protocol, fast protocol, cache aware, event factory aware. Rest aware. Fast protocol checking. Does he have its own dedicated structure? Entity network. It's odd, like I want to have some Discord specific names, I would expect. Well, maybe case. Not protocol. I don't think those. Just a string about the licensing. Protocol checking. So nothing to do with this. Well, nothing specific to Discord, as far as I can tell. Protocol classes, typing. Yeah, it doesn't look like runnable has anything to do with that. Gateway bot is just gateway aware. Oh, thanks. How convenient. Defaults to Hikari intents all unprivileged. This allows you to change with which intents your application will use. Gateway. This can be used to control and change the types of events you will receive. In theory, well, according to Discord documentation, I don't really have to ask for explicit permissions. Well, I shouldn't have to use a specific intent. It should work without all of that. That's where I'm getting at. So maybe it will work with defaults. Because the limitations, you have to use intents, privileged intents, if your Discord bot is on more than 75 servers. What was the other? I don't remember. But yeah, since my bot is only used on my Discord, well, it's technically only used on one server, so it shouldn't be categorized as one needing intents. Defaults too. So actually I could define my own intents. Okay, what kind of intents we have? Guild members, all privileged, all unprivileged. Okay, and how do I actually other parameters? Okay. Built-ins. Now color banner. Token. Oh yeah, token is required. Other parameters. Tents. Can I? All unprivileged. I'm not really sure. What I used to have is default. What? Oh yeah, members true. So I needed, well, for members. Yeah. Intense. Is that an array or something? Interesting to know. Okay. Gateway bot, gateway. Yeah, let's look at the documentation, see what it says about gateway bot. Beds. Remember where it was. Cool. Then gateway. The modules. We have gateway bot here. Interface. Complement the interface and provide blah blah. Well, I'm reading it right. It is in this package. Maybe it isn't actually. Oh, it imports a bunch of other stuff. Cache buckets bot. Because bot is the one that actually has gateway. Let's see what kind of package it's in. I think I can. Full bot py. How do I actually navigate this station? This module. Is there a search? Okay, let's try searching for, was it gateway bot? So, query sessions, gateway bot info traits, gateway bot aware, gateway bot implement bot. I guess it makes sense. So if I go back to imp, we have to go to bots. This should have gateway bot, yeah. Okay. Intents equals all unprivileged. What is this? Not Python type. I'm not aware of type 32509. This let's go to the actual code and see if it actually matches this. Dance. Okay, this is spelled somewhat reasonably. Okay, it has a default. But what if I have... So intents, I guess, is just the number? Right. Subscribe to the following events. Oh, yeah, I guess I can just backtrack to the guild create. Need members. Member events. Member. Member add, remove, update. Spirit and requires enabling whitelisting to use. I'm not really sure what that means. Hopefully it's fine. So guilds, none. So am I dumb or I can't subscribe to multiple of these events? Probably just dumb. Guild bans. All message. Oh, typing indicator, yeah, I don't really care when someone's typing. Can I actually declare intents after I initiate the bot? Maybe that's the way to do it? See, intents. If you're using gateway, you will be required to provide some form of intent value. Connect. The immediate termination of the session. Server side, okay. It's gonna places limits on certain events. You can receive a window without whitelisting your bot first. The bot tab. Oh, whitelisting, I guess that's what they mean by that whole application process you need to go through. Yeah, I read about this on, I think on the first stream. First or second stream, I don't remember, but yeah. So I guess that's what it's all about. But now the question is, if we want to have several intents grouped together, we would use the bitwise or operation to combine them. This can be done in place with colon equals operator if needed. One or two values that fit online several intents together. You find it useful to format these like so to keep your code readable. Yeah, I guess I can agree with this. When it's very obvious. Like when it has only one thing per line, then yeah. Not even by line, but you know. Right, to check if an intent is present in a given intent's bit field, you can use the bitwise operator to check. This returns intersection or cross, okay, between the left and right hand, blah blah blah. You can use the equals to check that specific values are present. You can check place. Sure, what's about this? I haven't seen these before. And equals and colon equals. It means, well, I guess it just means you can add multiple that way. Well, after the declaration. I assume that's what it means. Oh, not really gonna test it. Just gonna assume that that's how it works. Right, now time to actually implement it. So, for which Which events require intent to be dispatched? I guess I just subscribe to all unprivileged, so I get all of these events. Actually, I could maybe we can choose just to save on traffic. Well, not really the issue of traffic, but maybe take into account the load on Discord side. So Discord wouldn't have to be pinging me so often about each event. Dance guild messages. Right. Oh, these are privileged intents. Message member. See anything about members? Okay. Right. So we can take a look at this. All unprivileged. DMs. Non-guild bound events. So yeah, I need DMs. Well, not all DMs, I just need DM messages. Reactions. Well, this one doesn't. Actually, what about the interactions? The button. I guess, yeah. Something to sort out later on. For now, I need DM messages. Let's declare that. Intents is coming from intents. Hikari intents, so just hikari intents, okay. Hikari. Lowercase intents. Then like this. I guess I could just import intents. This works just fine. Right, DM messages. This one. And this. Brackets. Now array intent. Members. Guild members. That's correct. Subscribe to the following events member add. That's the important one. Oh, it adds. That's quite high up. Or 2. Second bit. Guilds is first bit. Okay. Hopefully this is fine. It has all of these intents. Okay, intents. Hikari gateway bot intents. Wait. Seem right. I think that's where it consumes the token. Yeah, it just runs it with without anything. Okay, no problem. What ID? This is my token. So token. Let's make the spacing differently. Oh, Discord bot. How do I actually do this now? Token. I kinda need to define it here. But actually I get the token later on when I actually start running the application. Up to that point it doesn't know the well, I don't have the token saved. Alright, this is a little bit of an issue. I guess I could make a new class. Don't show on stream. Oh, instead of configuration would be .py with constants declared. I was a bit like that approach, because when I'm debugging then it will be visible in the context, and I'm pretty sure I need this declared. It will stop complaining. Yeah, I'm using it in a bunch of places. Can I just move it? Not work. I think it will complain that client is not defined. Actually, yeah, this is where it's supposed to be happening. Okay. Can I actually? Well, I guess I could move this. Yeah, all of this could be just moved ahead. Fine. If I declare the events. Yeah. Okay. I've created the instance with our bot. And now I define events in a different way. Instead of event listen, then it has to be ping. Type really care about ping. Non-bot. Okay, so it implements ping as an example, but I don't really care about ping. Hopefully that's the same message create. Oh, so if someone messages HT ping, it just responds with pong. Okay, the ping is not a specific ping message. It's just, so I guess you can name it anything you want, as long as it is event and has a defined type. Let's do that, I guess. So it takes, yeah, event. Not message. Event. And the type is hikari. And guild message. Okay. Not guild message, I want DM message. What events do we have? Hikari events. Base guild message events. And guild message, DM message. DM message create. Wait, do I remember implementing something to interact with edited messages? This is what I'm looking for. But yeah, it's on ready and on message. That's all. Yeah, I don't think this even. Yeah, this will not be functional. Only have event and DM message. DM channel event? Based for any channel bound event in a private message. Fetch the details about the channel. Note, for guild channel delete events, this will always raise an exception since the channel will have already been removed. What are they talking about? Channel? Since a direct message text channel, that is between you and another user. In that case, it's between the bot and another user. Recipient. DM message create event that it's fired when a message is created within a DM. Okay, it contains a full message in the message, so that's at least. Well, hopefully that works as I expect. Let's do this, and then, well, it has a defined. In the example I saw, finds a return type. It's none. Is sure. Neither here nor there. Yeah. I guess it's a good practice to just get used to doing this. And now, allegedly, message is just event. And everything should work just fine. So I get the channel and send the response. Well, yeah, this part might not work as expected. I guess I'll get to that. Like, first of all, I needed to log in, start running. Let's see if that happens. It doesn't. Attribute has no define. Factory init new bot. So complaining. Module attribute has no attribute define. What? Attribute define. So it's stripping on an import. Oh, it's what? Trying to import. So let's see. In Hikari it has 9:30, so it's API, a factory, and inside uses attribute define. So this is system. Oh, it uses system. Okay, that's in. Doesn't have define. Does have define. What? Did I mess up my Python library somehow? Oh, this is annoying. Let's see if anyone else had this problem. So that has no attribute s. No attribute s. Why for you? Okay, that doesn't look anything like my problem. This define is actually there. Let's restart the Eclipse. I think install the libraries like after that. Maybe it has some old version cached or something. Maybe my Python is just too old. Also possibility. Still has the same problem. Not really sure how to solve this. The only thing I can think of. Site packages. I wonder if this is something I could pester the developers about. But appreciate that. Must have a few more steps. So it wants what? Have red, sure. General programming, okay. Hikari DevOps, Hikari help. Okay, that's probably where I want to post. Today at 6, so I guess people are actively asking questions here. Check if a user is still in VC. Yeah, it's really a Hikari issue. It's issue with they use define this attribute, which is attribute live hide packages. Does have this define, and that's what it's after. Yeah, I'm baffled. Oh, this is this. Aliases, okay. Technical partial. Different files. Right. Yes, what kind of Ether version does it depend on? Can I actually... Sting package dependency Python. I think it's... Is there a way to list pip dependencies requirements? Active state, what the hell? What kind of name is that? How to list install Python packages? Maybe they have dependencies somewhere. Yeah, I'm not really sure how do you define dependencies. Library. That information must be somewhere. Docs. Change log code of conduct to license manifest. Sounds like something that might have. We have the versions though. Requirements. Attributes 21.4. And this has to be 0.1. 025519. That's a very... Okay, let's check our attributes version. Checking. Actually, it should be in the source. So if I go here at the very beginning, hopefully it doesn't have a version information. Version string, string assigned anywhere. Right. Or was it dependency? Here. Now we need to... Which version? Pip. Package. Version. see. Oh. That's actually a thing. Pip install. Install Forge. I guess it's just show. Package is not found. Right. That's cool. So I guess if pip doesn't find it. Oh, it's at S. Okay. 21.4. That's exactly what it needs. Required by Hikari. Discord by message components. Right, I still have this? Okay, now I won't be deleting this. Yeah, well, I should, but whatever. I guess I have to pester them now. Like, I have no better... Well, I can't think of anything better. Okay, let's describe our issue. Module attr. Why is it attr instead of attr s? That's what I installed. Yeah, this is odd. Add packages attr r without s. Oh, it's... But it requires attr s, and I have attr s. I just don't have attr attr. Yeah, and there is no such thing as attr. Package, should I create an alias for the package? Can I do that? Is that even a thing? Package alias. Don't see. Yeah, this is marked as an answer. Really see anything useful. Install pip alias. Okay, let's ask them about this. Because this doesn't really make much sense to me. It claims to be installed. Oh, so it's in init. see what it actually does. Is there a mapping of something or something here? HATR init pi and pi e. What the hell? So, sure, this is supposed to indicate that this is an interface. Yeah, but seems like it's not really related to the Hikari library itself. There are more editors. See what this gives. TTRS documentation. Python package that will bring back the joy of writing. For Mars missions. Amazing. You're confused by all of this? I am. 4 API names. Maybe surprised seeing class being created using address define and with type fields ATTRS and data IB. Oh, you wonder why the web and talks are full of this weird, and including people having strong opinions about it and using ATTRS instead. And what even is ATTR data class? That's not documented by community, but that's not documented but commonly used. Amazing. Okay, TLDR. I love TLDR. Comment our modern APIs for new code. Right. Okay, this to define a class is an alias for fine. Frozen is an alias for defined with frozen true, and ATTRS field to define an attribute. Amazing. They have been added in 20.1. They're expressive and they have modern features like plots and type annotation awareness switched on by default. They're only available Python 3.6 and later. Good, because I'm using 3.8. Sometimes they're referred to as next generation of NG API as well. I don't know, next generation. What if I'm not really for the next generation? As of 21.3, you can also import them from package namespace. So next generation APIs. Traditional APIs, ATTRS and ATTRIB, they're serious business aliases. Oh, so if you want to use them officially, yes, that's what you would do. And the never documented but popular ATTR data class Easter egg will stay forever. Okay. ATTRS will never force you to use any annotation. Okay, well, not really. This pod ATTRS is an old project. It has its first release in April 2015. Not that old. Back when most Python code was 2.7. The first Python 3 was always Python 3 first. Until it's later, okay? You didn't want to implement all the dunder methods. The hell is dunder method? Sounds like a slang for something. Dunder method is a contraction of double scores, okay. It and so on, that are sometimes also called magic methods, or it's said that they implement an object protocol. Okay, well, that's how they do it. Like, I'm not gonna judge the Python developers for deciding to use them. I'm not really against that. Some people probably are. You didn't want, well, I don't really care. The most common way to create a class with some attributes on it. Subclass collections, named tuple, or one of the many packs that allow you to access dictionary keys using attribute lookup. Okay, well, if you say so. But attributes history goes even a bit further back. Okay, not really sure, like, this is TLDR. Oh, I guess this is TLDR and this is the history in G. Oh, finally. You decided to take the Go route. Instead of fiddling with the old APIs, whose names felt anachronistic. Anyway, what does this word mean? That's the word. That's a word I never seen before. Belonging to a period other than the being portrayed. Anachronism is a chronological inconsistency in some arrangement. Oh, so it feels out of place. Well, that's that would be my layman's description. Belonging or appropriate to any earlier period, especially so as to seem conspicuously old-fashioned. Okay. Define new ones with better defaults. So in July, we looked for better names and came up with ATTR define, ATTR field, and friends. Yeah. Then in 2019, we started looking for convenient defaults that we now could fix without any repercussions. The APIs proved to be very popular, so we finally changed the documentation to them. All of this took way too long, of course. One of the reasons, blah blah blah. Finally, added the ATTRS namespace. Okay. Let's see. Can I show real quick? Well, I will be AFK for a couple of minutes. Can I show? What can I show? Oh, guess I can let people read the history. Let's edit this title. AFK 5 minutes. Let's see, 5 minutes. Hit this while you wait. Okay, be back in 5 minutes. Okay, I'm back. This is really quiet. Okay. So, while I was doing my business, I thought, but yeah, that doesn't really make sense. Okay, one thing I wanna do is let's install attr. Can I define version? Let's just install attr and see what happens. Okay, let's do attr. Installed. I didn't get any errors. Okay. Maybe, well, hopefully, this will fix my issue. Let's go plot, try launching again. No. Define next gen py. Okay, it has define. Now it links to a different library somehow. Okay, let's restart Eclipse now. This is such a hassle. I'm slowly becoming not that big a fan of Python. Let's pour some tea while I contemplate all of this. It shouldn't really affect anything. It should give me the same result. Yeah. He's back. Yeah. Right. So, should I start pestering the developers? Yeah, well, probably not. Type annotated field. Send away to the rest entity B. Yeah, this is kind of sad. Did I see entity framework there? Entity framework, amazing. Maybe I'm doing something wrong with my initialization. Okay, let's try not adding intent. Intents. Define here. Can move all of this down here. Okay, let's not use intents at all, since token is the only parameter I'm giving. Let's do it like this. like pretty much the same, done the same way as the example here. Oh, it's entity factor. Python 3.6 only. And keywords only APIs that call attrs and attr-ib with different default values. Amazing. So to fix issue with default values, you create another flavor of your library. Sure. Oh, I can't really judge. Imagine, usually when it comes to things like that, there's just how it has to be done for one reason or another. Maybe I should post it in general programming. Someone's failed to retrieve global kernel version. Okay. So this is this what's its name? Docker thing? Session running outdated binary. Processor microcode. Okay. All request was submitted. If I change this attrs, add an import attrs, just for shits and giggles, and import so they are linked. So attrs imports a bunch of stuff from attr. Cannot import CMP using. Does it come from? Gen. Oh yeah, CMP using. Because the package CMP. Oh, it's an app. attr or CMP. I don't understand why is this so difficult? Well, I guess I didn't really need this attr library, so I might as well uninstall it. Package attr did this. Tense member true nonsense. global variables. Something you should never do. Oh. Yeah. Bad practice. Right. Spilled my tea. It's on stream. Cousin needs my help. Oh. Okay, I know what's wrong. What's the name of the protocol where IP gets assigned automatically? Dynamic IP. Well, it's not a protocol. What kind of Windows is he using? Change IP. Windows. Dynamic IP setting. It's dynamic IP setting. DHCP, that's what I was looking for. DHCP. Yeah, that should solve it. History lesson. So how can I do this now? Yes. Stood still, but you also greatly care about backward not making your users code. Features and niceties have to be manually activated. That is not only annoying, it also leads to a problem that many of ATTR's users don't even know what it can do for them. Spent years alone explaining that defining attributes using type notations is in no way unique to data classes. Finally, we decided to take. Okay. I read this part. Okay, I need a plan how to fix this because I have no idea. Now I should be back to the old. Oh no, changes here. Events. That's where I did the change. No. Factory, I made changes here. Let's undo those. Guess I'll just ask. If anyone had a similar issue on Discord on this library developers, general programming. One. Actually, you know what? Let's search it for ATTR. Signatures are useful too. There's no such ATTR. Odd cache guild entries. Oh, so it's attributes. Okay, so we're not actually talking about the library. Let's see. ATTRs. What is it? Finding ATTR as well. I searched for ATTRS. ATTRs offers, yeah, has a lot of bug fixes. Make your own version of data classes for an absolute vector. Oh. Actually helped. Okay, so they're arguing about ATTRs. I like data classes, but when I try to use it rest, I find it too awkward and just write the classes out manually instead. This is a great line, so they are defending. What this is. Still in the sub? The sub. Like data classes, so is that one of the developers? It is staff, yeah. Oh, whenever I use it, I find it too awkward, so. Why is it Dunder? Not normal ATTR. Just learned today what Dunder is. Amazing. Learning experience. Tried this. Can't mutate frozen attribute. Postgres update that is an annex. Valid and that only integer should be. RS dependencies like, well, dependencies have changed since then. The 1st of October. It's fun. Okay, let's ask in general programming. Anyone recall issue with RS? I'm trying to use hikari library. I think I have to end short today because I'm just stumped. I need to think, well, I'll try to discuss, ask for help. If I manage to figure it out, I'll implement it tomorrow. Otherwise, I'll just use a different library because it's just not working. And I have no idea why. And the dumbest thing is that no one seems to have oh yeah, looks like this issue, well, you can't find anything on Google about it. To send before I forget. At least it will be written down in my book. Oh. Issue with ATTRS. Maybe I should say I'm having issue. I feel like I'm just being dumb. Please help. Stack. Trace. ATTR has no attribute defined. It's just odd. I'm not sure if people, well, if people respond, I'll have an answer, hopefully. But yeah, the dumbest thing is that I can't find anything on Google about it, which is baffling. Like, it is a common issue with S. Okay, let's check if it's with S. What's the solution to this? Uninstall ATTR, install ATTRS. Okay, I've already done that. ATTR library does not have an API that looks like that. There's no blah, blah. No reason you should expect it to work. Probably use documentation for the ATTRS library, which Somewhat confusing. Installs packages named both attrs and attr. That have exactly the way you're attempting. Wait, he's directly using this. Port attr. Oh, and he uses attrs tag class. Jumping on my question. Probably use documentation. Actually, on both, it's a bit confusing. The recommended way seems to be to use attr from attrs and try attr from attr. Of course, the best solution is to hop in time machine to a few months in the future so you can use Python 3.7 with data classes, a feature-based legacy, blah blah blah, but simpler and built in the stdlib standard library. The struggle of bleeding edge. Well, that's this is the blood on the bleeding edge of development. It's the sweating edge. Probably more accurate. Yeah, I can't really do anything else, so I guess I'll end here. If I don't get I can't figure out a solution, I'll just use one of these libraries tomorrow. Like I guess I can just go through them. Yeah, next day and see which I like best. Yeah. Like, let's see, I use, oh yeah, I didn't use it here. Damn it. I barely use any tags. I guess I'm not, well, you have to be long-term Python developer, I guess, to know all these weird issues. Yeah, look, I'm just disappointed at this point. Maybe there are some other solutions I'm not seeing. No attribute, GitHub. Yeah. GitHub. Uninstall attr, pub install attrs. Did not work for me. Okay, I'm in the same boat. It's an issue with one of our dependencies. I'll make a new release that should fix it. It might take a few days before the Conda Forge version is up to date too. Changing from attr to attrs worked for me. What is changing? Didn't even. Oh, I'm not the one using it. So I guess he's just using it directly, his code. My data frame, which looks like this. Import, also he shows the whole tree of imports. Okay. Oh, so attribute s does not exist. Oh, module has no attribute s. Having a library named after a common term, also a big brain move. I guess, well, if you're creating something that's supposed to be used so widely. UATTRS. Oh, I need to update ATTRS. Oh, that might... Sounds like something that could... Install... Hold it. Install... -u. Pip version, how version is available? Yeah, pip is old. Requirements already up to date. Package. It's same version as listed dependencies. Hikari. The real beluga. Sorry, I have joined in a while. Well, you haven't joined in a while, but yeah, no problem. I'm just struggling today. Trying to implement a new library and it's just not working. So hopefully people who actually know Python can help me. Like, I'm resorted to that. Like, it's been like 2 hours of struggling, trying to figure out what's wrong. Because, well, I guess if you're into development, might as well, you know, take a look at this. So I'm switching from using one library. So instead of using Discord, I'm implementing something called Hikari. That's supposed to be like one of the newer, better versions for Discord. Well, for interacting with Discord. So it's a Discord library. Interacts with Discord's API, so it wraps all the functionality you would need neatly and nicely. So, and the issue is when I import it, well, basically it crashes when trying to import because it doesn't find one of the dependencies. Sounds interesting. Yeah, well, well, I'm glad that sounds interesting. At this point, I'm just annoyed. Just sad in general. If you're using virtual environment, make sure to enable it before running the bot. Sure, am I using virtual environment? dev. Let's see. Yeah. About that. Should enable it before if you virtual environment. Sure. What? Enabling what? Enabling the library, maybe? That's what you... Try doing this. Port ATTRS. Cannot import name. Port error. It's a little bit larger. More than 2 lines. Okay, can. Yeah, this is not good. Oh. Yeah, maybe my environment is just messed up. Okay, let's try thing. Go to the location of this project and try running it from the console. I need to Google how does it work on Eclipse? Eclipse Python virtual environment. Using PyDev with Wedge. Open preferences, go PyDev interpreter. Was executable, blah blah blah. Choose another name. Click OK. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I'm dumb. With extra stupid. Python path. Project same as interpreter. Interpreter is Python. Back here. Okay. Okay, maybe well, I'm sure I'm still stupid. How did the competition go? I have no idea actually. I haven't checked the results yet. I don't think the results were published. Give me a second, I can actually do that. Kind of interested myself. Remember what's the... I don't think it will be visible on this. I need to use a different browser. Give me a second. Right. Let's see, will it actually open the post? Oh yeah, it does. Okay. 4 days ago, the last message. Okay, so I don't really see any new announcements. And there is no post, or at least I don't see any new posts, so I guess it's still being judged. Because of the latest message from the actual, like the person, like well, this is the organizer of that build competition. And they are still working on getting B-roll. So they're shooting videos of the builds, of everything. My build is so big, you know, it takes a week to shoot everything from each angle. But they have it narrowed down to for the top 3. Keep an eye out for November winners thread soon, 4 days ago. So, yeah, that's all I know. Actually, I missed one very nice build. I'm not sure where is it. I think it was posted here. Like, I've seen all of these. Yeah, these I found while exploring. Yeah, this one I found as well. Yeah, I think this is the one I missed somehow. But it is a huge build. Like, it has like a little town enclosed with a port, so on. So yeah, this is how it looks on the map. So it is quite a big build. And I flew there at some point. I don't remember when was it. At some stream I went there and took a look around. It looks really nice. It's not really... Well, the outside is really detailed, but the insides are like, yeah, well, pretty much like mine. There is something inside, but it's not much. It's all about the exterior. So I'm not sure. I'm kind of doubting my I'm not a... Yeah. I think I have, like, compared to that build, like, this build is really nice. It's not that big, but it's really nice. Oh, and it has, like, cool things, like, it uses shulkers in the build, and has the charge creepers for eyes. Like, it has really cool things, and this is... Well, it's not... Yeah, I guess you can say it's on par in scale, because it is a huge build. Not as huge as mine, but pretty close. Like, it has a lot more stuff in it. My build like has like gates in one end, and there's a long path leading towards the whole area. Then the area expands, and it's just a huge valley. And on the edges of the valley, you have stuff built, like the tower, the volcano. Well, volcano is huge, but it's not that impressive. Well, it's impressive to look at. It doesn't look impressive in detail. Like, it's not scaled all that much. It was kind of a fail of a volcano. I think if I lose, I will I'll blame the volcano. Failcano. So yeah, that's the best I can give for an update. I'm using a virtual environment. Okay, let's see what do they say about virtual environments. I'm stumped. Okay, preferences, properties. Okay, so let's go to preferences. By dev, interpreters, Python interpreters 3.8. Okay, let's see, packages, ATTRS is enabled. Well, it seems like it is enabled. Wasn't aware you can disable them. Okay, let's make a screenshot. And see, and with no image manipulator. Excellent application. Let's see, I wanna do a screenshot of this and send this. Yeah. I think this looks good. Let's see. Like it's there. Or the built-ins. That's an interesting section. Yeah, I don't really know this packages. Side packages. So this is a library this package comes from. Okay, enable. Oh, there is no enabling, disabling. Yeah, this is, well, sadly, well, I was about to end the stream because I just don't know what to do with this. If I don't manage to find a solution, because, like, well, even Google doesn't have any good suggestions. All the suggestions I found were for similar issues, but I already tried those solutions, like reinstalling the libraries, installing them in a certain way, and so on. Yeah, suddenly becoming not a huge fan of Python. Well, I'm sure I'm just being dumb and don't know something that's, well, obvious for other Python developers. I'm sure that's the case, but still can't find a solution. Like, it doesn't really help me. I want to finish the code. Like, if I'm being dumb, like, it should be relatively easy to find a explanation. If tn. I have no idea what it is, but... So yeah, my migration to a new library is going not that well. Sore throat got worse, will go to the doc tomorrow, come to say goodnight. Oh, sad to hear that. Did you try the tea? That's one question I wanna... well, since... That's the home remedy I suggested. Did you have a chance to try it? But yeah, well, if the code is right, check if you need to add or remove something, yeah. Well, it's not about the code. Like, it crashes doing the import of the library. So something is messed up with the libraries. The library itself, so if I try to run this code, see it crashes on the first line, importing this library. It complains that one of the dependencies doesn't have the thing that it uses, and I actually, well, it resolves fine, it works fine. I can find the missing feature that is allegedly missing. I can find the source code for it. It should be working, but alas, somehow it doesn't find it. Well, somehow it complains that it's not there. So now I'm just baffled at this point. I give it to... well, I can use a different library, but no. If I can't find a solution for this, like, that's why that was my conclusion to this stream. Where was it? Here. It was here. So yeah, it has well, Discord's developer portal. So their documentation has a bunch of links, implementations of their API in different languages. And Python used to have only one, and I was using it, but apparently it is discontinued at this point, so it's abandoned. So, well, when I wanted to add new features like buttons, like, I couldn't because the library doesn't support them. So I needed to find a new library, and a viewer. Well, actually, it was quite a coincidence, because someone who is actually developing an API for Discord came into my stream. I guess he noticed that I'm streaming programming something to do with Discord, so he came along and gave some insight, and he suggested me this Hikari library. He says it is a really good library, and the developers are active and so on. So I thought maybe, well, it sounded like a good choice to try. And that's why now I'm stumped, because I replaced the library. I tried to run the code, like, everything should be more or less working. Like, well, I did the changes I needed, and it just doesn't work somehow. And I went through like 2 hours of trying to figure out what's wrong with it, and yeah. Like, this is when they talk about bleeding edge, this is the blood that they talk about, because this is a really fresh library. Like, it's using latest dependencies and so on, and like it barely supports Python 3.0, like 3.8. So that's like the oldest Python version I could be using for this. Which it's quite old, but you know, it's definitely not the latest one. Let's see their dependencies. Yeah, so these are the dependencies they need. Like, and so the issue is with this library, 21.4 is required, and that's what I have, but it's still giving me problems. Oh, so 3.6 is needed for this library. And it's just a utility library. It makes so that you can define a class and its properties using these tags. So like this is defined, it just means that this is a class with certain features by default. So you don't have to like write a lot of boilerplate code. Like basically it just does a lot of the setting up, setup of your class behind the scenes, which is like fine. Now I'm annoyed at it because for some reason it doesn't work. And well, since the issue is with the imports, I think it's just the dependencies are somehow messed up in my Python library. So not the library, like the name, number preference, packages. Yeah, so the packages are something is not right with the packages. Like they show up properly, but somehow behind the scenes it looks like it doesn't work. And I'm kind of confused. Oh yeah, I was saying I will try one thing. Before I go, it's actually running it just in the console, not using any IDE. Maybe the fault is with Eclipse. Maybe Eclipse shows that it finds the package when it actually doesn't. Which, bugs happen, but bugs are quite rare. Until you find one, then I'm extremely annoying. So find the location of this file. Let's do this. Actually, yeah, let's need the string. I don't even need to go to that location. Let's try Python. Oh, bin Python 3.8. Oh, it's not the right language. Russian, English, Python 3.8. Let's run our code. No such file. Okay, so it works when I run it from console. So it is an issue with Eclipse. Oh my god. Oh. Right. What to do about it now? Because it starts, well, the imports work fine. You know what? Let's try creating a virtual environment. Let's make a new Python interpreter. New post. New with my pip environment. Will this do? Project Python 3.8. Why do I need a project location? Let's use it for data gatherer, Albion configuration bot. Have this gray on gray, like the borders of fields are gray. What is this? Gives me, yeah, it opens. Oh, pip environment executable. Why do I need a pip environment? What is pip environment at all? We'll try to find Python on the path. Will fail if not available. Choose from list. Okay, let's choose from list. Okay, let's do Python bin. Okay, let's do this. What happens? This package, side package is enabled. It's good. Python 1. Okay, now we try to run this. Oh. Run. Configuration. Interpreter. Run. That didn't change anything. Place again. What are all of these? Configuration. So it's different configurations projects. Python path will be used in the run. Folder Python. This is the joy of figuring out what's wrong with the environment, setting up the environment. Why doesn't it give me the choice? Like, I just set them up. So how it runs? 3.8. Faucet will be used. So it just lists all the packages that will be included. Here's my drop down. Yeah, this is looking great. Oh, so this is just a button. Okay. Yeah, I guess I need to play around with this and see how to fix this. Because it's just, something is just not right with it. With my development environment, I mean. Let's see, effect. References, run. Yeah, there aren't any PyDev interfaces. External library source. So this is the source folder. Interpreter. You can choose something here. Didn't I create a new interpreter? See. So it must be one of those small things. Create using an interpreter preference page. What? Oh, dumb. Dumb was extra stupid. Apply. Apply and close. Pick interpreter Python 1, apply. Apply and close, new bot, run. No, it didn't work. Let's see, interpreter, choose not default, let's choose Python 1. I run. And it runs! It runs! It lives! Hikari. Okay. identical yum pork. Sure, if I would have out myself. But it works. Oh, finally. I'm so I'm happy that it worked. Oh, this is so dumb. It's dumb but extra stupid. Can start before the next window, which starts trying to start one session. 991. Shard is ready. This looks like a bot's ID. Kernel ID. Session ID. Sure, I like this being printed out each time I run it. Sure, but probably it's fine. Well, session can be hijacked after the stream, so if you're watching the replay like this, it's really useful for you. Unless it starts printing out my token. It's not my token, right? B. Let's not open this on stream by accident. Here's my pad. So with system editor, yeah, Discord, yeah, it's nothing like it. Okay, got it working. Solved the issue. Oh, this is so dumb. So after all, well, I guess the fault is actually mine. I'm not really scared. Find the hikari. Oh, they have their Discord link as well. I do the same thing. Each message my bot sends has a link to my Discord. Okay, so actually I can finish this. Well, I was planning to stream for like half. Well, if it was, I guess this kind of appropriate. So it ran successfully all of this. Okay, let's rerun it. What happens? 990 sessions until 11th, so tomorrow. So I have 1000 sessions per day or something like that. V8 gateway, okay. Check config, so it initiated properly. Oh, actually I don't want to do this. I want to run it in debug. Debug. I actually want to catch some exceptions. Well, not exceptions, I want to breakpoints. Delete these. Breakpoints. Yes. On listen. So now if I open Discord, I should see. Go back to my Discord. Oh no, actually, this configuration bot is offline. That's not good. it's not responding. Well, should be hitting this breakpoint. So it starts the session. Started successfully. And it does nothing. Oh, I didn't give any intents. So it needs a specific intent for... Oh, it had intents. Okay, so let's revert the changes back. So token, then intent. Okay, this should be better. Not unexpected keyword intents here. Oh, unexpected keyword. Wait. I see this example. Tense. Token. Yeah, so this is the intents page. Let's have an example. Class intent. Maybe the keyword is intense as well. Yeah, probably. Okay, now it actually starts as intense. Now this should come online at some point. And nothing happens. Maybe I have to do this after, yeah. Maybe it should be here. So it's possible that it's not aware of this definition. Okay, try again. Listen, okay. Oh, okay. So it didn't define anything before, okay. Sounds more reasonable. Why did it break? Oh yeah, I guess the... Okay, still offline. That might take a while. Oh. Message object has no attribute guild. What? Oh, I guess I wanted to stop here. Try again. Okay, let's see. Event. Now I can actually do some development. Event. So event has app beds shard. So it has message. Message doesn't have guild. Guild ID. None. Oh, it is a DM, so. Oh. So if guild is not none, so maybe I should do this check a little bit differently. Okay, that doesn't define guild by itself, it has guild ID. I shouldn't be checking for guild ID. instead to make this work. Else, message author as the author. Author is of type user implementation. Client is, oh, this is the thing. So it checks if it's the message from the bot itself. Message author or bot. We have such property is bot. Oh, not bot, it's bot. Config log. E. Author ID. So author has an ID. Okay. Snowflake. Oh, it's type ID type Snowflake. Okay. And author is string representation of the author. Oh, that would be interesting. Okay, I guess we'll see when I run it again. Started. Send a message. Okay. So this works. Received message. Should hide it a little bit. At least I know what's being logged in advance. Exception. Curable handling. Yeah, message create event. Message author. Gateway adopter has no attribute user. So, okay. Check that. Let's redo the thing. I guess it is kind of unnecessary. So let's see the client. Mobile here. Right. Client. What? Doesn't have user, right? Does it have anything else that could be converted to user? Cache. Okay. Just randomly looking at different properties. That's not really helpful. Otherwise, rest. Proxy settings. Protected variables. Okay. I guess I don't really need to check if the message author is the same as the client user, because client doesn't even have a user anymore. No, it doesn't have in this version, well, in this library. So it should be fine. Oh yeah, I need to send a message. Logger. Okay, now it checks the configuration. message. Oh, so the string is author. Yeah, it's the same. I am pretty sure. Yeah, so that's. Well, it's not what I use to identify a user. That's what I have for my own convenience, saved in the database as well. Okay, debug. So the message should be the same. Let's see if it actually works. Did. Okay, now the question is about the channel. Does the message have channel? The message. Yes, channel ID. Message. Oh, it doesn't have channel per se. So instead of message, channel ID, well, it should be like this. Message, what? Yeah, looking at the wrong line. And get channel. Client still has get channel, right? Get listeners, get shard. Doesn't look like it has. Channel. Okay. How do I send the DM back then? This is my context. Author. Attachments author. Guess I need to check the documentation for this. This will, well, this will crash now. Yeah. But no. Oh yeah, I did. Exception. Channel message. Is it safe to show on stream? My session ID, configuration bots, there's ID. Oh. Why did the logging change? I like it. Oh, didn't matter. Didn't really care about the logging. Oh, it has main logger. Aren't all of these? I don't really have other loggers. Why? Maybe Hikari messes with logging. Might be the case. Can't really be bothered. Yeah, because it, well, instead, like, this is the line I use with my logger, and I think they use main logger as well, but they use different format. And when I enable main logger to output debug information, since I added twice, like, well, the main logger is configured twice now, because that's the logger they use for themselves. That is actually a good issue to resolve, because, well, the problem is that I'm not using it properly. I'm using main logger. Well, maybe no one should be using main logger. They should have their own instances. Maybe. Gateway object doesn't have get channel, so yeah. Right. Sending DMs. I guess that's the thing I'm looking up. I have like 10 minutes before I wanna end. Oh yeah, intents. I'm done with intents. So now how do I actually send a DM? Where should I be looking? What experiments from P? How I got here? I think I pressed on something by accident or something. Okay, solve this. Yeah, this was a whole debacle by from the old stream. I want to keep the source GitHub open. Examples. Go look at the examples. Simple image sources. Dashboard help build. Message spawned. Oh. So if I take a message, it has a respond method. Okay, well, if it's possible to just respond, that's perfect. Or is it? Oh. Let's check for that. Right. So if it was like I expect, instead of send, I just do message respond. Message spawned content is basically text. So it is no longer necessary. I don't remember why I left these here. They're probably buttons I can keep. I don't remember. Oh, it doesn't really matter. Right. Stop it from running. So if it's all good, I should just get a response like I'm supposed to. Like I always did. And I do. So it is working. Finally. Fine. 3 hours of pain, sweat. Well, not exactly tears, but grunts. And it is working. I actually have the Hikari library working. It's a little bit annoying that I had to... So I need to edit my notes. See where is readme. So what I did, need to uninstall Discord. Discord.py. Then it's kind of easy. I need to install Hikari. So this should be enough to prepare the production environment. Like to prep the dependencies and stuff. Okay. That's good. Forgot to activate it. Oh. What do you mean activate? Manage. Side packages. Side packages as well. Oh, so well, it's different. Like the only difference is the order in which packages are. I can just switch places. And they should work identically. Let's test this here. Let's just put a test. Let's put it to the test. Okay, let's interpreter. It uses default, so change it here to Python 1. Python, well, not the number. And go run now. Let's double check. Interpreter, use Python, apply and run. No, the packages listed were in. Oh, actually, before I claim this, I should probably try to produce it. Shouldn't matter which order these two packages are. Why? So Python is now with side packages at the very end. Yeah, this is what the issue was. Packages listed were in wrong order. And my configuration. The new configuration. Started working. If I undo this, okay, let's show the examples with examples and so on. So maybe someone else one comes with the same issue. Side packages. So yeah, this doesn't work. Let's do it. Okay. What? And now they are identical. Apply and close. Now I do the same thing. Okay. So it wasn't a bug. It wasn't anything to do with anything. Well, I was just dumb with extra stupid. It is annoying to be dumb with extra stupid times. Well, what can you do? Guess not all of us are gurus right off the bat. Does work. Yeah. Never would have thought of that. At least I have, okay, I have it working now. Oh, I have- It's good so far. Hopefully, components. Will be easier to figure out. Oh, so he's the actual maintainer of the library. Okay, that's cool. Give him a pepper salute. It's a mark of ultimate respect. Yeah, such a dumb issue. Wow. Well, I'm glad I figured it out eventually. Hopefully. Yeah, sometimes it just is like that. Not really sure who to blame here. I think I should blame myself for being, well, not having experience I needed. Well, now I do. Like, that's the thing with experience is you get it right after you need it. So, yeah. At least I know what to do next time when something like this happens. Super dumb. Well, okay, I'm done streaming for today. Tomorrow we'll be implementing the buttons. So I actually accomplished my goal for the stream. I managed to migrate to a new library. Because there's very little I use from the library itself, like majority of the code is business logic, so... Well, the buttons will be more involved, so I will be depending on the library a lot more. I guess it was a blessing that I wasn't using too many features from the library. Well, that's about to change. Yeah, I guess we'll see. I'm just... yeah. That was exhausting. Yeah, that was... that was a long road to victory. Okay, I'm done streaming for today.